Hello my lovely followers, welcome to another week of the Tarot Oracle weekly reading, general all signs. I've changed my oracle cards at the back to see so for you to see a different story of oracle cards, see how they feed into our reading. And I think, I can't remember what I did last week, whether it was 3 cards or, woo, that's nice, that's the sun that's popped out. Oh, really nice. So we've got the sun, the 10 of Swords, which is an end of a cycle that's been quite mentally fatiguing, and the Knight of Wands, which can represent travel abroad or visits from abroad, mail possibly. Why are we all back to front here? What's happened? Some of the cards are the wrong way around. There we go. Okay. So, I think I'll do 6 across again. Did I do 4? I can't remember what I did last week, which isn't like me, because normally I do remember. Cards flipped out. Judgment. Rising from the ashes, something coming around for a second wind, usually more successful than the first time round. So we always divide into 3. I'm going to take the bottom this time and come to the middle. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace is always the start of a new cycle. Cups talks about emotions. It doesn't have to be a new relationship. It could be a new relationship. It could be rekindling of a current relationship. It can just be something, if you have felt disconnected emotionally, you're reconnecting, and it's something that brings you a lot of satisfaction. So warmth to the heart. That's nice. So we'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 6th one is going to be what's on the bottom of the pack there. Alright, so we start with the Page of Wands. Pages are messengers, they bring news. Wands represent fire signs, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It also represents things we're passionate about, because the fire sign represents that passion within us. The Wands can be creative passion, it can be projects and plans, but this is a message that's coming, and messages normally move situations along. We're normally waiting for news, or but it's news that will move things forward. It could be news from a fire sign, or news from a very creative person or a passionate person. The next card, the Chariot. Certainly the Chariot does move things along. Cancer. The Chariot talks, it can be about travel, but it talks about being in control of our journey. So with the Chariot, which is from the Major Arcana, we see movement forward. The Lovers, Gemini. The Lovers can talk about exactly that, love within a relationship, because we did have this Ace here. But it can also talk about choices that need to be made within a relationship. I'll read to the end, but here, because we had this card here, which represents passion and news coming in, that moves things along, it could be something to do with this Lovers card. We've got the King of Pentacles, who sits, oops, doesn't want to sit, he doesn't want to stand. So the King of Pentacles is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and he sits here established. It's a very grounded card. But the King is mature. He's had life experience. So he's sitting here and he's in possession of himself, if you see what I mean. So next to this Lovers card, it would mean that this isn't something that's fleeting. It's something that you can put your money on. And we've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords can represent delayed news. It can represent slight negativity. It could be people's jealousy. It could also be people watching what's going on. It could be this King of Swords that's been watching you for a while before the message comes to you. Let's see what the clarifiers say. Oh, I didn't do the 6th card there. I'll do that in a minute. I'll do that with the clarifiers. Oops, so let's lose that in there. I'm going to take the middle here. I'm going to go up to the top. So we've got the Magician. The Magician talks about, it can be people who are self-employed because they've got the tools of the trade, everything they need. They're self-possessed, that sounds awful. Self-contained, if you like, that they've got everything they need. Self-reliant is what I meant. It can also talk about manifestation, making things happen, wanting, wishing, praying, asking for something to happen. It's something that you've been longing for a while and asking for a while to have happen. Okay, so on top of this Page of Wands, we have the 10 of Wands. So that's the completion of a cycle. And it's the same sign as the Page of Wands. We've got the 10 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So this is almost like you've been holding out, waiting, and here it comes. And that means that you can drop the burden that you've been carrying. That's the news you've been waiting for, and it's felt like forever with that 10. On top of the Chariot, you've got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, so where we had the Page of Cups, where we had the Page of Wands, which is passion, here, this is a water sign. And the Chariot represents Cancer, which is a water sign as well. And he's holding a cup. Here we had the Ace of Cups. So it's a message that not only is passionate, but it's also a message that is heartfelt. And I feel like it's coming towards you with a lot of power and energy with this Chariot. It's something that has needed to reach you. We've got the Chariot and the Lovers, and the whole picture on the Lovers is very dynamic. It's full of energy. So this is something that is coming with a lot of force at you, sort of thing. We've got the Devil. So we've got Gemini and we have the sign of Capricorn represented by the Devil. The Devil can talk about obsession. So it could be somebody that's really obsessed about, you're obsessed about, or they're obsessed about you. It can talk about toxicity. Is that right? So it can talk about things that almost take things that we have to master. So the Devil is about mastering your mind. But here, because we've got I can't see any other toxic cards particularly, I would say Capricorn, Gemini, and I would say a passion that is, if you want, intoxicating, but a passion that is almost obsessional. It's driven. The Devil can also represent sexual energy. And with the Lovers there's a lot of passion going on. So then we have the King of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. Lovely. He's got a lot to offer. I said he was sitting in his post and he was established, grounded, somebody you could invest in. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. He's accumulated his wealth. He's doing okay. 10 of Pentacles there. That's the Fortune card. And the last card, which I did say could represent jealousy, could represent people spying on you, could represent people talking, gossip. We have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, and the 5 of Wands represents discord. So there is discord here coming not from yourselves, but around you. And I think that would be jealousy, people gossiping, jealousy. Right, then we have here, underneath the pack, the 8 of Wands, which shows a lot of passion, if you like, energy. And we've got the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. Really lovely. I think the energy from the 8 of Wands would dispel that negative vibe that's happening around you here with that Page of Swords and the 5 of Wands. And I think that what I said about it being other people are jealous, because this is your wish fulfillment card. And I think that you've been holding out for something, that wish fulfillment, you've been manifesting it, and it's other people that are, it's other people's, if you like, discord of jealousy about something that's come round and right for you. So, oh God, that was a bit dynamic. So we've got 2 cards there that flipped. I don't know whether to take them. I'm going to put them back in, because if they want to flip, they can flip again. And we'll just do, so these are the Oracle of Visions, beautifully illustrated cards, Oracle cards these, for our final message, so that the reading isn't too long. And I'll just get a card to flip. Final message. Woo. That's too many almost. Okay, that one flipped. Seven. And it comes with a little book. So 7. Infinity, no limits, perseverance. Difficult things take a long time. Impossible things take a while longer. Yeah. And that's the manifestation of something. The abstract concept of infinity is given a visual reference here. This card represents limitless possibilities that infinity embraces. Monkey would, by random keystrokes, eventually put them into precise order required to replicate the entire works of Shakespeare. This intriguing theory is effective despite its overwhelming odds, because it defines infinity in terms other than abstract improbability. It is appealing to consider that any personal goals or ambitions, no matter how fanciful, can, by the same criteria as Shakespeare's analogy, ultimately be achieved. The only limitation to their fulfillment is a matter of time and effort. So this is something you've been manifesting. It's taken a long time, but it is coming. It's your wish fulfillment here, and it is coming. You've been manifesting, and the only thing underneath there, interestingly, you've got the Knight of Cups. Again, another cup. Something that is been, heartfelt, longed for, if you like, obsessed over with that devil. Let's see what other card. And the only thing that's given it its limitation is time. Has been the wait. Oops. Oh dear, these cards are a bit wild. So I'll just do another card. There we go. So this one is 30. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. In the darkness, our fears feed from us and grow. Our imaginations nourish them and give them form. In return, they weaken us further or trigger our defences. And that's interesting, because underneath this Ace of Cups, we had the 8 of Swords, which I said earlier. I'll come back to that. This is the fear. This is the fear that this might not ever happen. And the devil, who represents the negative mind, the mind that we have to take control over, is the one that tells us we can't have our wish fulfillment, particularly when it's taking forever to arrive. But here we see that we can have our wish fulfillment, because it's coming charging in with these 8 of Wands, which shows great energy. And underneath that eight of Wands, look what we've got, the 2 of Cups. And I'm going to show you something else as well that's really funny. So I'm going to lift up this card here, and you can see we have the Hermit. When we go into ourselves, for whatever reason, introspection, needing to think things out again, maybe we need to think about what it is we're asking for, because it seems absolutely hopeless. And look what we've got on this side, the Hermit as well, the same cards. So we do get our wish fulfillment. We've got Judgment underneath that one, and the Page of Pentacles underneath that one. So here it is, a reunion of 2 cups. But it's not going to happen quickly, this wish fulfillment, the nine of Cups there. But when it does, it's coming in leaps and bounds. So it's about managing the negative mind. Yeah. So I'll leave it there for this week. We'll do a Madame Endora card just to finish off with. I'll do one of these. Madame Endora, I do like her. She's a bit black and white in her cards, but we'll see what Madame Endora has to say as a final message. So don't fear that things will never happen. Oh, look at that. So we've got 2 cards here. So the dagger says conflict and danger, which is again attached to the negative mind there. And here, a long journey brings rewards. So it's not something that's going to happen quickly, but when it does, it's your wish fulfillment. So we'll leave it there for this week, and hopefully that will resonate with some of you. I hope so. And I'll speak to you next week. Bye.